Welcome back to Hollywood, everybody. We are back on this Hollywood Animal playthrough, the stuff that dreams are made of. And that is what's happening in our studio as we have that bank balance up to 65 million. Three movies that are making money for us. Tower of Matches has entered its second week of our second month of runs. It's already made over $1 million in profit. The Great Ziegfeld is in its second week, our third week now, and it's already made over $2 million in profit. It's doing great. And then Swing Time made $9.3 million. It's ending its run, but that puts us at almost passing It Happened One Night. We have G-Men about to come out, which is going to cause some trouble with the Alliance. Fury is then following that up. Attack at Dawn, The Awful Truth. Things are going great for our studio. We are owning a bunch of cinemas. We have 900. There's 219 out there that are owned by our competitors, but the more we can gobble up these 461, the better things are going to be to try to drown them out. We have A Star is Born in post-production. My man Godfrey is also, and we are working on Dead End, which was the last of our 1937 movies, the one by that had Sylvia Sidney and Humphrey Bogart, a gangster film. And we just started the Frank Capra, You Can't Take It With You movie, and we are going to get started today on this episode by getting some more scripts being written. Now, I think Walter could write us another script if we need to. Wilson and Felix is almost done researching, so we'll be able to put him back into something. But I do have a drama that we can get Bernard Larson working on. So that's what we're going to do. And it is going to be Jezebel, which was a 1938 film by William Wyler starring Betty Davis and Henry Fonda. It was co-written by John Huston, who's going to become a big director, and we share a namesake there. So it was about a Southern belle ruining her relationship and then trying to win him back. So we're going to have romantic drama here. We'll do 60-40. We will put this in. It's a Jezebel, so we'll do the countryside. We haven't used that one yet. Let's go with, it could be, well, let's do the farm girl to keep that going. And who's going to be, I don't know that she has an antagonist on this one. Maybe a vampire? Probably not. Supporting characters, we are going to put in we could do a parent figure. Make it a female. Love interest, of course, is, we got to have something else that fits with that, but let's go ahead and put that in there. Theme and events, we will have a Winning the Beloved. Let's see. We could put in, I don't know. This one doesn't really fit with a lot of these, does it? Maybe we could go with some unrequited love as well. And a finale will be, I don't know how this one end. Let's go with, they find love? Get married. Let's just do get married. That's only 6 elements though. We could put a patriarchal figure in here. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. That's not bad. Bernard can make some magic out of that one. And pretty soon we're going to get Felix working on this. So let's get this going. Remember, if you are enjoying the series and you haven't yet, if you would like to help me out, help the channel, be sure to leave those likes. They really do help. And consider subscribing because that helps get the channel out there. Look at this first victim. Ooh. Doesn't matter who represents evil, be it a cold-blooded killer or a demon from the underworld. Its first victim is like a gong, heralding the triumph of chaos. If there's one victim, there will be others. That's dark. And let's get started on another story. And Felix, since you are a comedy guy, we're going to put you to work on Holiday, which was by George Cukor, I believe. It's a rom-com which we do a lot of those. It is Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant, the two wonderful ones. Now, he goes on, like, he's in love with the millionaire's daughter. I think that was Hepburn, and he goes off on a holiday. People are thinking he's crazy. So it doesn't exactly fit, but that's the only thing we have in Europe. So we'll go Victorian England here. Let's make him a working man or something like that. Yeah, we've got space in that. The antagonist, no one. We could do, again, love interest is so many of them. We could have a strict parent in here. We got to have a love interest, though. We just may not be able to film it. Or it's just going to be really stale. Do we know how bad it is if you release really stale elements, I wonder? I wonder how bad that actually is. Let's do generational conflict. People were arguing, saying, you're crazy for doing that. So he's running away. And we're going to have some kind of, we got to have some humor. Some highbrow humor. A little, we could put no, we're good. It's going to be where we will have them, we'll do the finds love one on this one. And, or actually, no, let's do star-crossed lovers. They are not going to find love. It's not going to work out. And we will also add, this is not going to go. Let's put some lowbrow humor in there as well. It's going to be both. I don't know. This could be a mess. I'm a little worried. Hepburn and Grant may not be doing real well on this one. So let's see. Alfred Carpenter's working away. He's good enough to make some scripts. So is Walter West. We might put Walter back into action here and just let Gallagher and Brian Bird do their thing as far as research goes. All right, Vincent, let's get you to a 5-year contract. Oh, they're so pricey now. We only knocked down 14,000 with that. That's rough. Oh boy, Fred. We got to keep Fred on. He's our 10-star director. We'll do 5 years. We're going to use him like crazy. Again, at least we can afford this. With the money we have going in and the theaters we have, that shouldn't be a problem. The Hurricane. 7.9 does have a stale element there with a love interest, of course. That's what all of ours. We got to mix it up. Even though I don't have a horror movie on the slate for 1938, I feel like we just need to release one. Another one, because we have not really done anything in that, so we might try that. Yep, you can have a new one. We do have an open stage there. Sidekick's back to being okay. What can we release? We have nothing that doesn't go against the code except for Cleopatra, which again has love interest. And we have Imitation of Life, which has a love interest one. But the rest of this one has some really good stuff. Let's get Cleopatra going. We'll give this one to Joe Day. We'll just do it all on the soundstage. He's more comfortable there shooting it anyways. Oh, 20 days. Okay. Let's get him back in there. And who is this going to be? Produced by Jesus Perez. And we will let's let Lee do this one. He's getting closer to 6 stars. And from then on, I feel like you're just money. Actually, I think 5 stars. Once you get by 5 stars, things just seem to go well. We will let Catherine Atkins. Well, no, I kind of want her to be the rom-com star. Let's let Bessie Patterson get this one. She's still young enough to play Cleopatra. She's beautiful. The love interest. Who's going to play Mark Antony? Jesse Leonard. They match up age-wise as well. The sidekick will be Marilyn Daniel. And our tyrant, would this be Caesar maybe? Let's let Charlie Graham get that one. Whoa, that's an expensive film. Okay. Let's get this one going. We're trying to find those films that are going to get us what we need to get those Pollux Awards. And maybe G-Men could be one of them. The Great Ziegfeld is ready to continue its go. It's slowed down quite a bit, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and bring it down to 8 and 6, 4, and 2. We'll go ahead. That'll make the 230,000 back. We can keep that going. Swing Time is done. Fantastic run. Over 9 million in profit, 11 million at the box office. How far away are we from services? Banquet is only 59 days away. That's, I think, the thing maybe that gets us more influence outside of the mayor. We can start throwing those out there. 3 stars, 2, 3, 2. Ooh, Bone Grinder loved G-Men. 5 stars. Probably because it's violating the code. This gave our young guys a chance to get a little action. Charlie Graham and Gene Stein carrying it. Everything's fresh. 1.2 million, not a problem for this studio anymore. But, yes, it was accidental. Sorry. Oops. Okay. How is our film... Oh, we got to get the police back on our side. And now the mayor, we're going to be kind of moving on from him, I think. Not completely, but we don't want to put more of his achievements in necessarily. We could go ahead and use the mayor's party, but let's save that for the lawyer just in case we need something. And Tower Matches is... A Star is Born is ready to go into distribution. My man Godfrey almost is. Things are looking on the up and up. Tower of Matches is going to be done. Not that great. But that one wasn't expected to be that great. Brian Bird, we are going to put you to work on a horror film. Well, wait, what does he like to do? We haven't really used him. He just doesn't want to do drama. Perfect. Let's call this one Evil Among Us. That works. Horror. A little bit of thriller, maybe. A little bit of action. Yeah, it works. This is going to take place... We might end up changing this depending on what we've got. Let's just go with a fantasy kingdom for now. We got to have... So we have to have a protagonist. A wayward soul. The antagonist will be an evil monster or a vampire. Let's do a vampire. We haven't had one yet. We're going to have a first victim. We're going to use that one. Actually, there. And another supporting character will be... Can we have a second victim? We'll do the villain's right-hand man. We could put a wizard into this. Got all kinds of stuff going on. A damsel. No, yeah, another damsel. He's got to save her after the first victim. Let's have Saving the Beloved. And we will do the antagonist is going to get a stake through the heart. Brian, we've given you something good. Make a masterpiece for us. Show us you can be producing scripts, and you and Alfred could really hit it off for us. Lewis is going to cost an arm and a leg, isn't he? 491,000. Goodness. We're loyal to our people. Okay, we have the Middle Ages. That would have been cool for a vampire one. Donald Gallagher, well done. Let's just get you researching anything now. We're getting close, working on the 9 story elements at a time. Walter, you're just going to research. Oops, that zoom out just does more than I expect. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them are out there. Anna Karenina is ready to go into post. 8, keeping its 8s. That means we need to send our best at this one. Eugene and Leon. Leon's almost up to 8 or to 9 stars. This is going to take a while in post. Let's take a look at our classes again. Who can we send? Let's send Virginia Fuller. We're not going to be using her really that much. And in the composers section, we'll put Gary Harrington. We can always, I feel like, have one of our composers and editors going at a time. I don't think that's too much of a problem. G-Men's already made a profit. The protagonist takes antagonists with them. Sometimes sacrificing yourself is the only way. Ooh. I wonder if some of these are part of the Halloween booster that they've sent out. Joe Pinkin. Joe, do not let it go to your head too much. You're not exactly real talented yet. But you're young. So we will keep you around. Timothy Hughes. Again, we're just giving out contracts. So I'm sure we'll get blindsided by something. But as of now, we have the money. Let's just let it flow. Once G-Men gets through its first initial run and we pocket another $2 million from that, the great Ziegfeld is getting us some money. Let's go ahead and get a Star is Born ready to go out there. 2 8s. So again, this is going to be very appealing. We got Leon Reese leveling up to 9. Leon Ford is not getting there quite yet. He's very close. Star is Born. And we will put this one July 4th opening. 20,000. Shall we? Oh, too many. Let's do that. Probably not going to meet that at all, but we're going to try. Women and young women in our general one. Let's do our trick. See if we can get Catherine will do something. Jane will. We know Jane does. There we go. 2's enough. This film has rotten story elements, so they will become rotten after your studio's upcoming premieres. Oh. May 1939? Ugh. Well, let's just see. This will be a good experiment. We don't need the money. We need the cachet of just like, wow, this is a great artistic film. We don't really need them to go. So Emma Lewis is almost maxed out. And Emma's getting there. Let's put this one right here. 23,000. Let's just do 20. No, not 30. Yeah, let's do 15. No, 16. There we go. Of course, having so many movies out is probably hurting us when it comes to just in general the elements. We're releasing too many elements that are going to be considered stale. So maybe we should pull back a little bit on some of the films that we're releasing, not go overboard. Captain Courageous took a little bit of a dive. Yeah, maybe we... But then, I mean, we have all these theaters. It's like, I want to put movies in the theaters. So, I don't know. Let's buy some more. Let's go ahead and knock it up to 1,000. Isn't there achievement if I get 1,001? Hey, there we go. We did get an achievement for it. And now there's only 361 independent theaters. We are going to bleed the competitors dry, choke off their income. 35 days away from getting our banquets. Dead end, 5.5 and 4.8. Okay. Alfred, you did all right. Let's go ahead and start the project. We will let Walter Wilson get this one. We're going to shoot all on location. Oh, yeah, we'll just shoot all on location. If it's going to be the same for city streets either way, we might as well. He prefers the location shooting anyways. Produced by... Oh, so Joe could be trained now. He's not doing anything. I think that would be smart. Alfred's really... Let's go ahead and put Alfred back on this one. But we'll get a good director. Decent. Lewis Matthews. The Wayward Soul. This is going to be a mid-level thing. We'll go with Jim Shelton for the lead, and then we can have maybe a supporter. So The Worried Wife. It's going to have to be Susie. And then our criminals will be our young guys. We'll let Glenn Parker get in there. We'll get Albert Duncan in there. And the wise... No, he's too old. He's too old. Is there some young guy we can get? A 24-year-old who is undisciplined. Or libidinous, a gambler, who's got like lots of potential. Carl Harrison, he's arrogant and misogynistic though. Here we go. A calm, chaste Russell Rice. Let's go ahead and bring you in, sir. After this film, we will train you up as well. Welcome to the show, kid. And you're criminal number 3, so it's not going to be a big part for you. We are ready for a new script as well. Okay, G-Men is going to continue its run. It's taken quite the hit. But we knew it was going to. Fury is coming out. Hopefully we'll have a hit on our hands there. And the Great Ziegfeld, successful. That's one of our Pollux movies, potentially. A on the Kino mark. 3 stars. Let's see a 4. Nope. No, 2 stars is disappointing. 3, and then the Bone Grinder hates it. If you value your mental health, stay away from it. That's what he said. Jack Stein's getting ever closer to maxing out and becoming 10-star cinematographer. Roscoe Ford is almost to 5 stars. He's a future star if we keep at it. Does have some stale elements. We got to keep that in mind. Russell Simmons. Russell, buddy. You, sir, caused us trouble. We got rid of Russell, which is what we said we would do. Sad times. And we're going to pay an arm and a leg to keep Mr. Gutman around. And Anthony Campbell. Need to get some more things to offer these guys to get their cost. Oh, I forgot to bring their cost down. Well, he'll love me for paying him more. All right. Oh, what do we have here with the mob boss? Kept your word. Yep. Yeah. Well, good luck, mister. We tried to help him. Let's send our young producer, Joe Pink, in here. Let him pick up a star. And we've got a few movies in that are set to go into production. The Angel Squad, 7, 8, and 8. Excellent. I think that could turn into something special. Paul Wagner. All our contracts are coming up. But most of these 5-year ones, they're not going to have to be renewed too many more times. Again, we're looking at our services, waiting for that banquet. All right. Let's get another script going. Oh, Slapstick Mayhem's back. So let's get Alfred Carpenter. He is at 4.7. He's good enough. We're going to get him doing, let's see. Don't really know what we've got. Let's do Marie Antoinette. That was a W.S. Van Dyke and Julian DeViver directed movie, and it starred Norma Shear. It was about Marie Antoinette. So a historical drama. We will pretend, well, Victorian England makes sense. That's, it's closer than the Middle Ages. Do we have a queen? We do not have a queen. We could say she's a spirited young lady. That fits. Oh, we could say she's ambitious. No, not a conservative patriarchal war. I mean, kind of, but she's playing into the world. But she doesn't rebel from a noble family. Oh, decisions. A hopeless romantic, maybe? No. Let's go with the ambitious woman. She's ambitious. I guess we have to have the patriarchal figure. Or we could say Louis was a tyrant. Even though Louis XVI really wasn't. He was just kind of inept. Let's do... We could have a sidekick. She'll have a lady in waiting that way. There's a rival queen. All kinds of... Oh, actually, maybe we should have some kind of a male mentor, like advisor here. Could be her brother, Joseph II, coming over. A long journey. Can we just have a party? That's what she did a lot. Lots of parties. I guess generational conflict. And what would be another good one for her? Oh, nothing is really showing up. So we're just going to do the 6. And we will do... Protagonist's dreams are crushed when she loses her head. Actually, she did die pretty heroically. So maybe we need to have like a betrayal. The mob turns on her. Oh, he doesn't do drama. Oh, that stinks. Well, Alfred, we will just send that to the archive for now. We'll come back to that. Put a pin in it. What could he do? I got another rom-com we can work on, but we've had so many of those. We could all. Oh, I got one. I know another one that was 1938. We have the Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol. This was the Edwin Marin directed one, starring Reginald Owen and Gene Lockhart. This will be another historical drama. Oh, no. Oh, it's a drama. Yeah, never mind. You know what, Alfred? We might just have you researching things. Again, I'm just handing out money to everybody. What did we get? Protagonist redemption. Pays for his mistakes, rids himself of his burden, is outlawed by the code. That makes no sense. Oh, I know one we can do. All right, new idea. This one's going to work. We're going to do a slight case of murder. That one was directed by Lloyd Bacon, and it was a crime comedy about some beer baron. And we're going to put in some detective work. Yeah, there we go. A crime comedy. It was a beer baron. It's like his beer apparently stunk. He never drank it, so he didn't know that. Nobody would tell him. And he's got a summer home he goes back to, which has like all kinds of stuff going on. Like a kid orphan is there. His daughter with her fiance, who's a state trooper, is there. There's money that is like loot that is there. Like I forgot how many, 500,000 or $1 million. I don't know. This was 1938, a lot of money. And then there were also the bodies of 4 dead gangsters there. So yeah, it was a summer home. So we'll put that in the modern American countryside. We could do a wayward soul here. Or we tell it from the perspective of the detective. And we will make him... What do we want to make him? I guess a criminal mastermind? Sure. So we're twisting it around a little bit. There will be we will make the daughter be a worried wife. And we will say that's good for now. Let's see. What do we have? We could do... Actually, we got this to be a comedy. This is going to be a disaster if we do this stuff. So we got to have some slapstick mayhem and some lowbrow humor. And a thrilling chase full of trips, a search for a killer, and then the finale is going to be the antagonist is going to get punished, even though I don't think that's what really happened. This is not going to be good. Those combinations don't go well. So this will be a nice... And Alfred's not the strongest of writers, so we'll see what he comes up with. If nothing else, it could be something for us to get some practice in as a B movie. So I'm not upset about it. Not upset. But man, all these contracts having to be re-signed. Peter Harris. We could do without him, but why would we do that? Donald, try again. All right. Attack at Dawn is ready to go into release, and Fury is doing fairly well. Still holding strong. Let's give it 10,000 theaters. Just trickle that down. Oh yeah, that one was a short run up on the advertising too. G-Men made over 2 million. We're happy. Attack at Dawn, not great. Getting a bunch of 2 stars. As expected. Not going to make us much, but it was a spot for some to get better. Just got to keep working on those new movie elements to come in. What do we get? Services have upgraded. We've got the banquet now. A luxurious banquet. Ooh, we can't speed it up very much. That is so frustrating. This person's got to get better. So we got 500 days there. 900 for, yeah, it's not going to matter. We might as well go for the distinguished guests. And let's go ahead and throw our first banquet. So what does this get us? $500,000 to get 350 influence points. Okay. We can do that all year long. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Rack up that influence as much as we possibly can. Dead End improved quite a bit. At least commercially, not artistically. But this is not going into the film. Oh, a cursed deal. Forces of darkness, either through temptation or simple foolishness. The benefits seem impressive, but price proves too great. All right, the Painted Stallion. 8 and 7/8. Solid again. Who leveled up here? Gene Stein has maxed out at 8 stars. Jack Stein, where'd he go? Jack Stein is getting there. Roscoe's almost to 5 stars. That'll be good to see him. We will throw our rap party to keep everybody on the crew happy. And this is not as strong. So maybe we do Jane and Dick Beck. Because they're 5 stars like the other two, but they have more upside. So we'll go ahead and put them to work on that one. We should be seeing, I think, Crystal Knocked soon, shouldn't we? Which will maybe bring in some more talent. I know it originally did. There are some expensive. Oh, Catherine Howe for 2,700. These are all expensive. Bob Dalton's not too bad, but he's almost maxed out too. Jay Russell. I think we're good there. Everything else we have is fine. And if she's there to balance out, we'll be just doing great. Okay, ethnic composition. So let's just go. The next one we'll do illegals or mothball. That one's less, so we'll go with that. You don't even need that one. Everybody's happy. I can tell you from personal experience, there's no shame in saving. Now we can hire laborers from all backgrounds. Many are cheaper. Take a look at the studio employees. Where are our studio employees? I know I've been to the studio employees before, and now all of a sudden I can't find it. Okay, The Awful Truth is ready to go. 7/7. It's a popcorn flick. Critics are okay with it. And how did our... Okay. Post-production didn't do much. 1.6 million is an expensive film. And we just made them rotten, stale, and... Oh, that's going to be bad. Oh, no. Okay, we've got ourselves a mess. Well, it will be a good experiment to see what happens, and we may just need to pull back a little bit or just continue to search for more variety of elements that we can put up there. Let's see on this one. 6'5". That one can be a Hooch Frank and Cornelius French. Again, they are decent enough and they have so much potential to get to that 8 stars. We need to get them something going. What do we have here that isn't stale? Life of Emile Zola could be good. Let's start it. We will let Jack Stein do this one. Yeah, we'll take the fine. As long as it's not insane. We'll go on site for these. He prefers to shoot on site anyway, so we'll just do it all on location. Make us a beautiful film, Jack. Oh yeah, we're not doing a soundstage. Paul Wagner, we're sending our best. Fred Stevens. Gene Stein will be the working man. Or Stanley Fitzgerald at 27. Let's put Stanley in there. The angry boss will be Catherine Atkins. The mentor, this is where we need somebody a little bit older. Gabe, my guy. His rival will be Gene Stein. And we have a solid set there. And we got Gabe back into a film, which is always awesome. Again, more contracts to be sealed. But we don't have to worry about most of them for 5 years now. The Awful Truth trick worked. Attack at Dawn. It's not done horrible. Let's go ahead and pull that way back, though. Make room for the others. My man Godfrey, A Star is Born. That will be a good experiment and see what happens with those rotten elements. Fury had a nice run, and now Malo can do drama. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. The love interest one is killing us. Emile or Jezebel, great script. It's going to be a while before we do anything with it. Who did that free up? Bernard. Let's put you to work on one. Yeah, sure. All right. We will hold off on the comedy one. And this one will be, he's our drama guy. We're going to do 3 Comrades. This was a Frank Borzage directed film. Robert Taylor, Margaret Sullivan. 3 German soldiers were like close friends, and they are brought together by even closer by a woman they love. Actually, let's take away the historical. Who has tuberculosis. And one of the co-writers of this, we'll put a little bit of action in it. One of the co-writers was Eric Maria Remarque, the guy who wrote All Quiet on the Western Front. So that is going to be fun. I don't really have a place for it, though. What if we were to set this in the Wild West instead? We'll put a spin on it, and we will have a soldier still. The antagonist will be an ancient evil. I mean, that's the disease, right? Let's go with... Could do a criminal gang. Let's just... No, we don't need one. Well, we kind of do. We'll come back to that maybe. Let's see what we have. We could do a femme fatale. We're not going to do love interest, that's for sure. Even though that's what it was. We got to have a sidekick. We will let it be a damsels because she's suffering. We've got to have the action part of it, shootout. A unrequited love. They're not going to be able to do that. The protagonist is going to be pulled back into being a soldier. Throw in a heroes in uniform. Wait, it says police or rescue worker. Maybe not. Doesn't exactly fit. What's the finale? Protagonist's dreams are crushed. Who's he? Let's... The criminal gang. It's the other army. We'll just do that. Bernard, see what you got. And when Felix is done, we can get him to work on one of these other scripts that we've got going. 2 days until our banquet goes. My man Godfrey's ready. Yeah, there's the banquet 350. We can run another one too. Oh, we got to get Anna Karenina going here. 8s across the board. Well done. That one. Let's see what we can do with Anna Karenina. So that is one we'll put in August. We'll do 20,000 screens. That's the going rate for us. And we'll just trickle that down. Just in time. Start advertising on the 4th of July when A Star is Born is out. Actually, let's move that back just a little bit. Men and women. We'll say this is the intellectual group. We'll do the trick. Susie, visit an orphanage. We're just going to do one. And then we're going to throw another banquet. But we've got amazing quality sets now. Up to 100 extras, maybe. 295. 708 and 885. That's going to take a long time. So we will go for the extras. I guess we need more. It's time to throw another banquet as well, but after my man Godfrey gets released. A-. Let's get some 4 stars. We're getting the 3s. But we had the best artistic films last year, and we did not win the Pollux Awards. So I'm not really sure how we're going to do that. But now we've just made 2 more stale. Yep, that's expected. So let's sit tight and let these guys do their magic for a little bit. The Awful Truth is doing... Okay, Strict Parent, Small Town, Big Time, Heartless Bureaucrat are all good to go now. Stars Born. The Awful Truth has been awfully good. Wow. We're going to do 10,000. We're just going to do, I guess, 6 there. We'll do 6 again on that one and 5. Let's... No. Oh, well. Okay. Nothing from Donald Gallagher. But he's now 4 stars. So, Donald, Do better at getting us something, please. People are arriving for the banquet, I guess. All right, Leon can do small town to big time. And A Star is Born is going out, and we're going to see what kind of disaster it is. Attack of Dawn did okay. For the quality of movie it was, it did really well, actually. We're about to buy some more movies, but this is one I'm nervous. 5 stars from The Bone Grinder. Give us something good. We can't get above that 3 stars. Oh, there we go. 4 stars. 4 stars. 4 stars. Okay, that means this is our Pollux go-to. Gabe and Jane, Edgar, Catherine Atkins. She'll be the ambitious woman. That could be a big one for us. Rotten Elements. It's going to hurt us on the release, but depending on how much it hurts us, it'll be interesting. If it does okay still, and then we're making a profit, we're not going to shy away from using those. And we'll just make ourselves good films, whatever they may be. So I'm intrigued to see what it's going to do. A Mysterious Guide. Okay. Gives us somebody to work with. My man Godfrey is crushing it as well. So The Awful Truth, my man Godfrey, both did great. The Life of Emile Zola is ready to go into production. 8s across the board again. We definitely need to unlock that new story element to get it increase even further. Actually, we do not need to rush this. We've got so many movies on the work. Well, Star is Born just crushed it, and it's got a rotten element. So I don't think that really matters that much. Maybe it won't be as good as it could be, but it's definitely going to still be worth putting out. So that means we have a little bit more leeway on what we can put out there. Let's see what well, after we get rid of all these contracts. Tommy, 1.69 million. Whoa. What about 4 years? Yeah, we'll do that. Man, he's a pricey one. That's the biggest one we've had. So A Star is Born, almost 3 million on its opening weekend with the stale element. It's probably going to sink faster, but it's already made a profit enough to where it's not going to matter. Yet another actor. All these contracts just come up at the same time, but I guess that's what we get for doing yearly contracts. But we are putting all of these people to work, so that's why we do it by year instead of by film. But they are pricey. I'm sure there's another one coming up. Yep, Lee. But he's our talented young director. Okay, cinemas. We're going to try to continue to just bleed the Gersteins. Only going to buy 50 at this point. And because we know we can make decent money, let's see what A Star is Born does on the second one before we really get going. But if we can make decent money no matter what, we're not going to shy away from those rotten elements. Again, may not be as big. This is a Eugene one in Leon because we have a hit drama on our hands that we want to make into a Pollux contender. Okay, so my man Godfrey is crushing it. Let that keep going. We'll do 10,000 on this one. Nope, too many or too few. And we'll do 4,000. There we go. Just 60%. That other one, that 30% is not going to be worth it. Star is Born, what's it going to do? Oh, look at that. 1.5 million. Okay. We're not going to shy away from those rotten elements. No, sir. We will not. Let's just get some good movies out there. Imitation of Life. Timothy Burke. We just do not have anything that can do city streets, but back street we do. We can do the back street. We just can't do the city streets. And we can do city interiors. We need a level 4 soundstage or international scouting to get the really good city streets. Let's see. All right. Well, Vincent's already won one, so we'll put Vincent because he knows what he's doing. Again, I don't know how much the producer matters. Julia will be our ambitious woman. Love interest will be Ernest Lane. 2 big stars. The mentor will be Sarah Frid, our elder stateswoman. The sidekick, a little bit younger, but they got to have enough talent. You know, no, we're going to... Gabe's not available. Peter Harris, he looks like he'd be patriarchal. Let's change Pearl. We'll put Thelma there. It's not a B movie, so we don't want to ruin that. Oh, we got to get the Painted Stallion out there as well. Sorry for all the contracts this episode. It's contract after contract after contract, but let's see what the Painted Stallion has. We got to get this thing ready. Dropped a lot in artistic appeal, but we had 2 5s on it, so that could be why. Let's put it right after Anna Karenina. We will again keep with our usual. We don't have to overthink this given what we have going. And financially speaking, so we don't need to worry too much if this is maximizing it or not. We'll just do those 2 though. The 2 general advertisements is going to be enough. We will do a trick beforehand to help with some of that advertising if we can find somebody who will do it, which is Emma. Go visit a hospice. Yeah, I know. Everything's bad about it. We got another banquet, and small time, big time, and mentor are good. So holiday is 2 7s. So that turned out to be pretty decent, Felix. Lowbrow and highbrow that do not go well together. That's okay. Felix worked magic. Let's shelve it for a moment. And let's get ourselves another banquet going. Rack up that influence. And we need to get Felix working on a script. He is going to do the... Oh, he's... Oh. He does comedy better. We got to get our adventure one out there too, though. Okay. Bringing Up Baby. This was a Howard Hawks directed movie. Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant, yet again, a rom-com. He was a paleontologist trying to get some kind of endowment. She's like in the way of that somehow. And so we will put that in a city. Do we have doctor or scientist or something? We do not. We have working man. That's just, we use that so much. Whoa, okay. We'll just put him as an accidental hero, maybe. Because he's going to save his paleontology department. Or actually, we haven't had a clumsy oaf in a while. He trips over all of his paleontology stuff. We could make a heartless bureaucrat. Nah, don't need one. Yeah. We'll have an angry boss. A rival who will be a female rival. She's the one who keeps getting his way. We do need a love interest, but that's just so far away at this point. I don't want to just beat it into the ground too much. But we're going to do it anyways. So we're going to have some slapstick. Even though that's struggling. That one's not got as long to go. By the time this is ready, we will do protecting the witnesses one. That's pretty cool. We'll put in some highbrow humor. We will have... Now, if you see any of these elements, if you got a movie you want to put in, let me know. Unrequited love. Well, we could make a rival here, and let's do a love triangle. We haven't had a love triangle in a while. All right, I guess we have. The finale is going to be everyone's going to learn a lesson that paleontology is cool. Okay. Well, given where we're at, I think this is a good spot to wrap up here after we get this. The Awful Truth, almost 8 million on its run. And Lee Zimmerman's becoming a star of a director, getting better and better. He's going to be passing that 6-star pretty soon. All right. You can't take it with you. Frank Capra at his finest there. Wilson Hodges is up to 7 stars, which is even better. And we have the early repayment, which is something we don't need to worry about. So what we will do is wrap up here. We are hoping to get with our 1938. I'm thinking some international events are going to be happening very soon. But look at this. A Star is Born, even with the Rotten Element, is doing fantastic in theaters. So that's exciting. My man Godfrey has had a good run as well. So things are going well. Again, as always, let me know. Give me feedback. If you have movie suggestions, please do. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. It's awesome that you guys are following along. I love the comments. I love the feedback. And I'm trying to make, homages that are worth it to the real films. So if you have any others that I'm not doing, let me know or give me some heads up of maybe some coming up in the future years. But again, come back on the next episode. I'm excited to get it going. Until then, take care and we'll see you then.